Okay, so the agenda for tonight is just simply a discussion with the community by the Board of Education members. So we are welcoming any comments or questions that you might have, and we will try our best to answer those questions as you bring them forward to us.
Good evening. My name is Alicia Brown. My family and I moved to Newtown in October. Our son is going to be entering kindergarten in the fall, and I would just like to be able to understand the referendum process for switching to a full-day kindergarten. What is being voted on? Is it going to be a separate line item? What's happening with that?
Okay, well, I'm actually going to hold this because I think I feel more comfortable. What we've done is we have put the money currently into the Board of Education recommended budget. What happens next is we present our recommended budget to the Board of Finance. The Board of Finance asks questions, deliberates that budget. They make their recommendations. They can add or subtract from our bottom line budget. That budget then goes forward to the Legislative Council. The Legislative Council goes through the same process. They again can add or subtract from that budget. So we won't know the end result until it goes through the Legislative Council. Once it gets through the Legislative Council, then it goes to a town referendum vote. The monies put aside for full-day kindergarten will not be a separate line item. It will be in total with the fully recommended Board of Education amount.
Okay, so there is a possibility that it might not.
It depends on what happens between now and when it goes through to the Board of Finance.
Hi, good evening to you. This is the first time I did the cup. My name's Andrea Von Ameloxon. I live at 5700 Acres Road. I have actually lived in the town of Newtown for about 18 years, coming this April. But the interesting thing is that I'm a first grade teacher. 18 years, in fact, in the town of Ridgefield. So as you know, Ridgefield went to full day K in 2010, 2011. So the students that are right now in my classroom are a product of this new system. And I just have one word for you and everybody in the audience: wow. Okay, I'm just saying, wow. The students that walked into my classroom, for 17 years we've been doing I-CAN books. The I-CAN books I've been for 17 years. I can run. I can read a book. This year it was, I could play Monopoly with my mom after we make brownies on a Sunday night. Okay? We're talking these books that are usually, I'll tell the children, okay, sweetheart, your books need to be at least 4 or 5 pages. They came to me this year and said, Mrs. Andrew, we ran out. I'm on page 11. Can I do some more? Okay? And they warned us, you know, this is a different population coming up. These are new things coming up. Today, we did in math, okay? For 17 years, it's okay, honey, we're doing addition facts to 20. That's right, sweetheart. Well, we're counting by tens right now from any number. Maybe 1 or 2 students will do, you know, maybe we'll be able to go over 100, maybe. This year, all of them, we rolled out our dimes. Okay, you got 53 cents. I'm putting more dimes, count on for me. Over 200 they were counting up to. I've never seen that before with this population of students, ever, ever.
We do have an anonymous reporting system. So if a student is being bullied or has seen something, then it can be reported to us. And I will tell you, I can assure you that we do get a lot of those. So some adult will take an action to help, number one, protect the confidentiality, but to deal with the issue too. It's ongoing. We have to be sensitive to it, and all of us as parents have to talk to our kids on an ongoing basis. I will tell you that the majority of the bullying we find out about comes from the parent. And a lot of times the parent will say, my son, my daughter begged me not to come in, but I have to talk to you. Please don't tell them I'm here. You know how often we hear that. But kids don't bully in front of an adult at school. So it happens in places where there's very little supervision. So if you as a parent, any of you, ever have your child say something, you see a change in behavior, they say something to you, they're more likely to tell you than to tell an adult, here, you need to let us know.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Lakatsvasta. I live at 12 Crestwood Drive, and I have a son who's a junior here at the high school. But I am one of the only parent who is part of the Safe School Climate Committee. So just so you know, there are parents that are part of that committee, and I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm helping reach out. And there's a Safe School Climate person at every school that you can go to. I also am trying to weave my way into everything. So I'm working at the cafeteria. So I was one of the people that they trained at the cafeteria for the Safe School Climate. So Dr. Salvatore came to the school, and all the cafeteria people were there. So we are on board with that. And I think it's coming to a community level as well as just a school level. We all have to take part. I'm trying to take part. You guys should take part too.
Hello, my name is Susan Engler. I have a son that just graduated, Josh Engler, and he was scholarly athlete for the state of Connecticut. And one of the things that he worked on was peer mentoring. And one of the situations he worked with a student at the high school. He was being bullied. He was a special education student, and he was being bullied in the cafeteria, in the hallways, and I don't know how. I'm not connected to this school at this level, but he was set up with this young man, and to this day he communicates and sees him ritually. But this boy made it through the school because of a one-on-one connection. So I just want to suggest that that was successful in your school system, the peer mentoring, and it was with a child that was being bullied. So,
Susan, thank you for that. I think we have an existing program at the high school that establishes
it worked.
mentoring.
It worked, and it enriched my son's life. I mean, so much. Not just helped the other boy, but just enriched his life also.
I saw Josh's name on the banner in the high school, so it's one of our
But on the flip side, I want to echo what that lady said about bullying and the coaches and the sports. Your athletic director does a fine job controlling your crowd, handling your gym situation. I have to tell you, I don't know how many high schools I've been through, and there's just poor sportsmanship, and that is not found on a regular basis at this high school. I am so proud to have him as my athletic director. But after 15 years at this high school, it has been a fight for me to have communication with your coaches.